Oh yes, you are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. So in today's video, we go into the issue surrounding Biafra, the issue of America and Israel recognizing Biafra in a global stage. In fact, it is a very, very high recognition this time. The way everything is happening around the world and the way things is going on in the favor of Biafra is a sign to tell you that this is the time of freedom, and at the end, freedom Biafran will see. Finally, Mazam Kano will definitely be released at the end. So, according to the headline, it says Israeli Parliament and American recognizes Biafra at a global stage for independence after Americans celebrate the independence of Israel. So this is the news concerning the independence of Israel that they celebrated just for some few days ago. So in that celebration, they also talk about the freedom of the Biafran people and also how they are going to make their way out of Nigeria. In fact, don't skip any part of it. This our Biafran activist, Biafran evangelist, is going to explain to us a lot of things that is going on between the Israeli and between the America, and then what they are saying right now, and how the world is now recognizing Biafran more and more, and the issue of making sure that everything is going higher and is going globally around the world, because as you can see, the government of Nigeria, they are not happy the way every world, every country is recognizing the Biafran freedom, and the way they are saying that they should fast and release Mazinam Kanu because he did not do anything that will warrant sentencing him life imprisonment. So the world have been saying a lot of things concerning Mazen Kanu. In this video, you are going to see everything, and you are going to hear it directly by these Biafran activists. So as about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see what is going on in Biafra land.
Good day, viewers. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, bring you the very best. America celebrated Israel independence yesterday, and the representative from Israel to America, on his special speech and global speech, he said he recognized Biafra on the global stage, and this is currently buzzing the internet. He spoke thoroughly about Biafra and gave them confidence that Biafra will definitely come to a successful ending. Biafran evangelist, this is coming out yesterday in America.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending on your time zone. May the Lord bless you all the days of your life in the name of Jesus. I remember humble self, that Biafran evangelist. Unto you all, may God bless us. It is a very good kudos and huge omen, and it shows the respect and the honor that Biafra has gained globally in the world, because this world, this country called Biafra, this struggle, the agitation of Biafra, this freedom we are talking about, has gotten, in fact, it have reached the neck of we, the Biafrans, the indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB. The thing has gotten to our neck. And it surprises me that up to this very moment, that we are still talking about this. I thought maybe by now I would just wake up in my own country called Nigeria. But it's quite unfortunate that I'm still, in the country called Nigeria, still hoping to have Biafra. But nevertheless, God's time is the best, and I believe that the time of God is now, no other time rather than now, and that is part of my prayer point, that I should be alive to witness the coming of this Biafra issue. You understand? And based on what just happened yesterday, the president of America, Donald Trump, was supposed to be in that meeting. You understand? In that celebration, that wonderful ceremony that took place yesterday in America, irrespective of America respecting, acknowledging the independence of the freedom of the Israel. And today now Israel is marking their 78 years They are not even up to 80. So, and if you watch the distance between their time and Nigerian time, it's just a difference of, if I'm not mistaken, it should be 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, or 12 years difference. But look at where Israel is today, and look at where Nigeria is. That's to tell you the very huge different demarcation between us, based on the kind of the leaders that we have, we allowed in the corridor of power, based on the sentimental mentality which Nigerian government allowed to rule the country. And that is to tell you that the level of their mentality in this side of the country is not working. And we, the Biafrans that are the Nigerian Israel that needed to exit, has to leave this country. We need to exit from Nigeria so that the originality of us, just like Israel, we will emerge out. And I give God the kudos that that man that just recognized me through the speech, and he threw a reference regarding to our freedom, I mean the Biafran freedom. The next thing, Donald Trump will have already marked Nigeria, and after the tour which he traveled to China that will round up today, definitely he will be returning by tomorrow. He must be in America. So the next place and the next plan and the next thing will be Nigerian genocide per se. They have already picked Nigeria as a country concern, and you and I know very well that then the America have already made up their mind with the concept of Netanyahu of coming to build their tent to have their military base in the southeast, and which they themselves with the Mossad and American special squad already prepared and planned on how they are going to come, and whereby when they landed on how to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from the dungeon of Nigeria for his life sake, and whereby having this kind of plan and this kind of strategy, and even this man making this kind of speech, making mention of Biafra in that kind of ceremony, tells you how deadly the Biafra is, the Biafran nation and the Biafran people. Because Israel before now have gone through their map, and they discovered that there is a place in their map that carries, and recognize Biafra. So then Netanyahu have already said that before now that they are going to come for their lost tribe of Israel that is in Africa, and that Africa are the Biafrans in Nigeria, which happen to be the people that a Nigerian terrorist group is facing under this government, making sure that they, buy them. You can take a look. Remember what happened yesterday. Go and do your findings. Yesterday, there was a rapidicary shooting yesterday, which led about 50 Biafrans, to early grave. So for how long shall we continue on this? And with this, I remember this part of the reason why Orabeze herself went to, the other time I told you that she went to meet some people to sign some documents regarding to Biafra. And at the end of the day, I discovered that part of the signature, the document carries in a paragraph whereby opportunity is given to Nigeria for a negotiating table, but it is not going to be taking place here in Nigeria, probably either in Kenya or maybe America thereabout, whereby Nigerians will have both Larimo and every other agitators, and all these freedom human rights activists, both Pan-Africa and co. Everybody will be on the round table to discuss, so that there will be no further killings again, according to her and the document released. So far so good. I am happy. Maybe it's one of the reasons why that Biafran issue was mentioned in that ceremony, and I am happy, and I'm looking forward, keeping my fingers crossed, to see what will be the end at the end of the day.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. A picture is currently trending on the internet, and Alex Barbie, the U.S. lawmaker, has come out to really condemn the picture of Nigerian military men in the eastern part of Nigeria with armored tank and fully armed. The man has come out to say, what is the military doing in the eastern part of Nigeria where there is peace with armored tank and fully armed, instead of them to be in the north where the Christian genocide is currently happening? What would you have to say concerning this?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. What the man has said, thank God for him speaking from his conscience. He wants to clear his conscience. And this has been happening. You know, when we are saying all this, people never believe, especially all those people in the international side. They don't always believe. But thank God this one is coming out now to say, look at somebody like Larimo, although he will be part of the people that will be with the Orabese in that negotiating, sitting dialogue table. He's going to be part of it, and every other person on that very day, if eventually Nigeria, you know, agrees, because it is going to involve both the UN, both the EU, both Pan-Africa, both AU, because all this group have already condemned the acts of Nigeria, even the kind of illegal justice that carried against Mazen and illegal life imprisonment. You know, all these things are going on. And happen say all this. The man is pointing this one. The man just started. It has been like that for so many years. And the reason is what still remain reigning, that the Igbos, the Biafrans are the problem of Nigeria becoming unofficially before the eyes of the world as an Islamic nation, being recognized as one. So they need to, you know, wipe out that generation. They need to wipe out that particular ethnic. They need to wipe out that particular tribe that is disturbing them, for not allowing them to have their the conquest in full. So that is why you see plenty armies with armor tank, as if they were going to war. Yes, it's already a war. And when it comes to southeastern part of Nigeria, Tinubu and co have what their mission is the conquest, and that conquest is to conquer Igbo. And that Igbo, that is why under his regime, he invited America to give them training. After training, he pushed all of them. Or you go and kill all the Igbo people in their land. And that is why you and I are seeing all those armor tanks, seeing all those well-equipped, both bomb, all those missiles, you know, push them down to east to go and kill those ones, so that there will be nothing like what Biafra again. No, Nigeria is good. Do you know what Nigeria Tinubu is doing? Do you know how much Tinubu is pumping to the congressmen in order for them to shut up, to stop talking about Biafra? Yes, I'm telling you the concrete fact. You know, most of these things they cannot come out and tell, and you cannot see it in media. And Nigeria is full of propaganda and they are full of lies. Tell me one particular thing that Tinubu has said that is truth. A Yoruba man asked that question, and up to today, no one. Tell me one particular thing that Nigeria as a nation has come to present that is pure truth. Mention one. Up to date, no one. And that thing, because they have never presented anything true, that is why the truth is haunting them. And that is why the country cannot move forward. It's not a call, but that is the reality. And that is what is playing, which you and I are witnessing today. Nigeria no feel better, and it can never be better. And that is normal. So far so good. Glory be to God for what has happened and what everybody is witnessing. Thank God for social media. Because if not for social media, do you know how many years Nigeria and the British has been lying against the matter of Biafra, have been deceiving the world, that makes the world not to pay attention, not to pick attention, not to pick interest until this very moment. Thank God, you know, time have given to them, and they have exceeded their time. Nigeria have exceeded their time. The limit time is what they are having now for the judgment to have its way. And it will give me kudos and joy and happiness and celebration coming on the May 30th. Let us hear, where we are waiting to hear what Aloy Ejimako is going to give to us based on the news, you know, coming from Sokoto prison. Then after that, then we wait and see what Donald Trump, after returning from China, let's see what he has on his table regarding to the Christians, the surviving Christians, those of us that is still alive, that is still breathing in Nigeria, whether God will now use him to do the needful.
Shegumi has come out to say no way that there will be total stay at home on May 30th. And there is a secret coming out now that so many Fulanis have been deployed secretly to the eastern part of Nigeria. What is the agenda for Gumi fighting Biafra Remembrance Day?
The issue is that the Gumi is in the north, saying no way. On that day, let him come outside. Let him come to Biafra land, or let those Fulanis come outside. I know they are in Biafra land already, but that very May 30th, let them come outside.
We're talking about Shegumi. They are the Fulanis, and you know how
That's
powerful
what I'm
they
telling
are.
you. They are already in the east, but on the May 30th, let them go and run their business. Let me see. And that is it now. Let Gumi come and run business that day. Let me see. When they come to Igbo, what do you mean? It is our thing and it is our land. It's not Fulani land. It's our own land, our ancestral land, the land which we inherited. So Gumi cannot leave Fulani state and come to east to come and tell me what to do in my land. Okay, if I sit at home, make come bring me outside now. If I sit in my house, if they burn the Fulani stupid madness come where? They not even see my brother. Let me be honest with you. They not burn any Fulani well to enter to knock my gate.
But Soludo has supported them in all this.
They said in my own gate. Forget what Soludo is saying. They can enter Soludo house, but my own gate they no burn Fulani well. That made that to knock my gate. I'm telling you the honest truth because that day is a day of bitterness. I'm remembering my anger. My anger will start from the gate because of the things that they have cost me. Nigeria cost me. Fulani cost me. So they dare not knock my gate. If they do anything that they see, they will take it. Whosoever that knock that door, that is a Fulani, that is Nigeria. Anything you see, make it take. I'm answering it. Don't be my fault. It's my date. You can't force me outside. And which I believe every other Biafrans, you can't force them outside that day. It is a day to remember. It's a day of sober reflection.
Well said, as usual, Biafran evangelist. A Biafran agitator has come out to call out UK. Everybody, most countries in diaspora, as in most countries internationally, is talking about Biafra Remembrance Day. And UK has not said anything concerning the Biafra Remembrance Day. What would you have to say concerning this?
What do you expect from the UK? What is the problem of Nigeria? Are they not the ones sponsoring the problem in Nigeria? Are they not the one promoting it? The thing that is going on in Nigeria, are they not the one bringing the idea? And that is why they themselves are into crisis. They themselves, their own house is burning. As I speak to you, there is a serious crisis in UK. Even the Ezeja Stam or Stam have been named. The man now is on a hot seat. They are already out of 100, 8 already pushing him out. So the man no came out again. So what do you expect him to say? You don't expect him to say anything because he himself is fighting for survival. So he cannot speak concerning Biafra. And under his nose, Biafra will sit at home in UK. The Biafrans in UK will sit at home that very day. It happened last year now, it will still repeat itself again. Even this year own will be more than last year own. In Finland, sit at home. In France, all over the world, last year, they observed it, including Nigeria. Last year, it was Sultan of Sokoto that lamented, that was ranting. I told him that day, oh, yeah, come now. And that very day, he remained in the north, he did not come to east. Likewise, that is the way it will happen to Shegumi. Gumi will remain in the north. He will not come there. IBB make a statement. He said when a Yoruba man talk, he say he go to sleep. But if Igbo man talk, he say into eyes, sleep go come out for eyes. Because he knows say man don't talk. She say person they talk. So Gumi ask Sultan of Sokoto, your leader, how far last year when he say he no go home. May you explain better.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. They said Mazina Adikanu is not currently interested in his appeal case that is currently happening. That the man doesn't even want to hear anything appeal case. What is happening? Does he not want to be free? Biafran evangelist.
Listen and listen good. What is he going to appear in the court to do? Okay, want him to start case. Why didn't they do the needful before sentencing him to life imprisonment? Okay, it's not that they know that he should come to court. Then they will now use that one as a strategy to delay and push the matter until Donald Trump will leave office. Abi? Then when Donald Trump will leave office, they will now carry out their evil. It's not going to work. This is the time to achieve our dream. He has no business with Nigerian appeal court. Are you hearing me? No business with the Nigerian appeal court because they have done their worst and they have done that which they think is the best, and that their best is turned to their worst. And now they are you see this appeal court, they are using it to beg Mass and Nnamdi Kanu. not that they want to use court. They are pleading because they are seeing that they have made the worst mistake of their life, and for that reason they are looking for a way to amend it for peace to reign, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has become talk of the town all over in the world. His imprisonment has become something that Dick and Tom is talking about it all over. I'm not just telling you, all over the world. Do you know that his imprisonment got the attention of even the UK that don't want to talk about him? They were forced now to talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So it has become a global discussion. So what he don't need, since it has gotten to this, so what is he going to court to do? No, what he needs is what he is pursuing. So he don't have business again to go to appeal court, to appeal with it, and to talk with it. And what are they going to call? Okay, come today, come tomorrow. Come today, come tomorrow. Use that one to be worrying away and delaying and keep killing us. No, the time is gone. They can't use it. We are wiser than them. You know, say most of the times if they just say we are easy to forgive, but this time we are not forgiving. When we reach heaven, may God judge.
Finally, Akpabio has said that Tinubu will win the South with or without the help of Biafrans. What do you have to say concerning this?
Akpabio, his statement sounded so foolishly. Why did I say it sounded so foolishly? Because he thought it's in the seat, which is supposed to be in the prison, but it's in the seat. And I think it's a election or Southeast is Natasha. That both of them used to disgrace themselves in National Assembly. He said I should finger myself and bring it out and smell it. That is not what is going to play in the Southeast. When the time comes during the election time, then the people, and probably your sons, your children is not in Nigeria, maybe you will go and bring them, go deport them, order them to come back, to come and cast their vote, because the Nigerians in that Southeast will not cast their vote. South will not cast. Yes, now, and that is the proper, that is the truth. You know, that thing they are doing in the house is not what is going to play in the election. And which I'm seeing, what I'm seeing, I see the international eyes being open against Nigeria, concerning Nigeria election more than ever before. So it's not going to be the game of 2023. Swear him in, nothing will happen. This time around, something will happen.
Well said, Biafran evangelist, a message of hope.
But finally, before the message of the hope, in 2027, I am a Biafran. I am not in Nigeria. So I am not going to cast any votes to anybody because I don't have business with Nigeria. I am not in Nigeria. My vote will go on referendum in Biafra land. That is where I will start my vote. And having said this, may the Lord bless you all. Ogadrenu na mayaga zeronu. Ototoma neke no de na fonanko yaga zeri yobono no tinyanaka udochia.
Oh yes, this is a very powerful speech coming from Biafran evangelist. In fact, a lot is happening in Nigeria and a lot is happening around the world concerning this issue of Biafra and then the issue of Nigeria massacre in Nigeria, Christian genocide in Nigeria. So in fact, a lot is happening in Nigeria. But what everybody is now listening to and the main headache the government of Nigeria is facing, apart from this their brother they used to call their prodigal son, because those one they don't take it serious, they don't take it as a something, because they call them a prodigal son, they call them their son and daughters that is there in the bush or that is there in the community destroying people's life and property. So they are not, in fact, those ones they are not their concerns. But what is their concerns here is the issue of Biafra, how these people called Biafra, how they have been recognizing them around the world, globally, and everywhere you go. There is no country you go around the world today, you will not hear Igbo man speaking, or you will not see an Igbo man being there. And then once you see an Igbo man, you have seen Biafra, or you have seen Biafra inside him. So that is another thing, that is the fear and the trauma Nigeria is facing. So there is no country you go today, you will not see an Igbo man in that country then pushing and promoting his movement and his freedom, his country, which is Biafra. that has been a headache to Nigerian government. Starting from the day they say that they have ended the war to this present day that they claim that the war has ended. But the war has not ended because what we are seeing everywhere is cold war, but not purely bloody war like the way they used to have it during the 1976 to 1970. So that was then. So the issue of American and Israel recognizing Biafra globally, it is something to be jubilating of. It is something to call for happiness, and it is something for people to say yes, they have a place where they are going. It is not easy. It is not easy at all. Then going down to the issue of Biafran Day, the 30th of May, which is coming very, very soon. Gumi claiming that they will not have any sit at home, or they will not have any celebration, or they will not have any remembrance day in the southeast. All those things is just a way of just to talk. People that is doing what they are doing, they are not complaining, but it is you that from the north and that is sympathizers of Boko Haram, sympathizer of terrorists, and a sympathizer of jihadists. You that is causing evil everywhere around the country is now coming out claiming that people that is doing what they are doing, that is doing their remembrance day, that is remembering what happens in their old days, what happened to their father, to their mother, that they should not remember it, is a sign of to tell you that those people they know what they are doing. And Gumi himself is a terrorist himself. It is not only a sympathizer, but also one of them. One of them. So in fact, let's keep watching and let's keep seeing what is happening. We believe that everything will go smoothly and will go very, very well. A lot have been said. A lot have been said. What is there is that what we need is Mazda Kanu to be free, and they do the Igbos the way you are doing to others. Let them be free and have their own way of survival, not by caging them, not by forcing them to belong in a place where they don't want to belong, not by pressing them by force, because you cannot force people to remain with you and you want them to be happy with you. Because the situation of Nigeria, everybody have seen that the government of Nigeria, they don't even want the country to survive. They don't want it. So it is better for those who want to survive to go and survive and become their own and make sure that they have their own. That is my own take in all the whole thing. Well, I would like your comment down below. What do you think about the whole thing going on around the world? Like, subscribe, and share for the video to go around. Let everybody see what is happening in Biafra. And we say thank you for watching.